Hey everyone, welcome back to MNMM PTE NAATI. This is Manmohit. Now guys, in today's video, I am going to do one of the reorder paragraph question with you all. So basically what I'll do is like I did in the other videos of fill in the blanks reading question. I will give you a question for the reorder paragraphs in front of you. What you can do is you can pause the video and first try to solve that question by yourself as to what do you feel would be the correct pairs, which sentence would be the first, which one would be the second, and so on. And what you can do is once you're done with the question, you can leave your answers down in the comment section below, as in which one do you believe is the first one, second one, and so on. Just write down all the correct pairs, the correct sequence in the comment section below. I just want to see as to how much correct are we getting. And then what you can do is you can resume the video and we can go through this question together just to see as to what are the correct pairs, why are we choosing this, why are we not choosing this, what sort of rules are we applying, and all that stuff. So right now, as you can see, this is the question that we are going to do. So like I said, pause the video, take a couple of minutes, try to solve this question by yourself, put the answers in the comment section below, resume the video, and then we will go through this one together. Right, so you can see we have got 5 sentences over here, A, B, C, D, and E. And our job is to determine and work out as to which sentence would come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and then obviously find the correct pairs in there. Now, my very first recommendation is always to find your very first sentence, because once you find the very first sentence, it just becomes a lot easier for you to kind of make a story after that. Otherwise, if you just start making pairs right away, you can do that in the exam as well, where you just start making pairs right away, but only if you're running out of time. We know we should be spending about 1 to 1.5 minutes on each reorder paragraph question that we get in the exam. So first, our job should be to try to find the first sentence correct, and afterwards we can kind of make a story based on it. Now, first, it says it is mainly due to the quality. I can already see that they have just already explained something. Introduction sentence, that when we look out for an introductory sentence, we always look for something which is being introduced for the very first time. Here, what they are saying, it is mainly due to the quality of the fabric. What is mainly due to the quality of the fabric? That has not been mentioned. That means they're already ahead of the game. This cannot be my very first sentence. Next one is traditionally they are. The moment I see any sort of pronouns being used in any of my reorder paragraph sentence, that can never be my very first sentence, because pronoun shows to me that they've already used a noun for that particular word before, that particular word, and now they're using pronouns, the words which are used in place of the nouns. This clearly shows me that they is being referred to something, and that something should be already mentioned in some other sentence. So this again cannot be my very first sentence. Next one, fishermen's knitted jerseys have always been recognizable in Britain by their color and their shape. This does sound like a first sentence to me, because they are introducing fishermen's knitted jerseys for the very first time. They haven't mentioned a year or a date or something, but this is not, there's no pronouns, there's no explanation. This is something new for the very first time. So I'll keep this one as an option. Next is this continuing popularity. That means that popularity, that continuing popularity would have already been mentioned in some other sentence. Again, D sentence cannot be my very first sentence. And then last but not the least, these navy jerseys. So the moment you see these navy jerseys, that means they've already mentioned the navy jerseys in some other sentence before. So again, that sentence cannot be my very first sentence. So out of all the options, my very first sentence has to be C. Once I've got my very first sentence, now I'll start reading out and finding what sort of rules can I use, and how or what sort of pairs can I make out of it. Now, I can see that fishermen's knitted jerseys have always been recognizable in Britain by what? By their color and their shape. One rule that I am going to use in this one for the reorder paragraph is whatever they end one sentence with, they would be starting the new sentence with the very same thing. If I say, I went to a library, and in another sentence, I say the library had numerous number of books. So what I did was I ended one of my sentence on the library, and then I started the new sentence with the very same library. In that case, those two sentences will make a pair. Here, they ended the sentence on color and their shape. So our sentence has to start with a color and a shape. If you read out all the other sentences, the only other sentence which starts with color and shape is my sentence number B, where it says traditionally they as in jerseys are navy blue, which is the color, and they are basically square in shape, which is the shape of those knitted jerseys. So they're ending the sentence on color and shape, and they're starting a new sentence with the same color and shape. That is going to form a pair. That means after C, my next sentence would be B. Next, can A come after that? A says it is mainly due to the quality of the fabric. But the B sentence was added with just saying that they're square in shape without a curved armhole or insert sleeve. It is mainly due to the quality of the fabric. Quality of the fabric has nothing to do with the shape of the sweaters and the color of the sweater. So that does not really make any sense with that. Another sentence I do have is this continuing popularity. Now, this continuing popularity, that means they would have ended a previous sentence on something related to popularity. This sentence did not mention anything about them being popular. It just said they're basically square in shape without a curved armhole or inset sleeve. That's it. So this again, D sentence can't be my next sentence after that. And then I do have is these navy jerseys are still a familiar sight on any quay or harbor in the land. So these navy jerseys, the ones that they have referred to in my B sentence, and that's when they introduced something new now, which was related to my knitted jerseys, saying that these navy jerseys, they've already mentioned the color in the previous sentence, are still a familiar sight. So E sentence has to be my next pair, because in B they said the navy blue color for the very first time, and in E sentence they mentioned these navy jerseys, so they're relating to the very same sentence. Now what they have said is these navy jerseys are still a familiar sight on any quay or harbor in the land. That means they are familiar in any quay or harbor, which basically means they are very popular. You ask anyone, everyone would be familiar of them. That means they're popular. Here, what I can say is the D sentence is starting with the very same thing. This continuing popularity. So D sentence has to be my next one. So these navy jerseys are still a familiar sight on any quay or harbor in the land. This continuing popularity. So they mentioned something in the sentence, and then the new sentence is being started with the very same thing. This continuing popularity cannot just be put down to a fondness for tradition. And the only one remaining is A. It is mainly due to the quality of the fabric, which effectively resists salt water, direct sunshine, and cold winds. So what it means is these navy jerseys, this continuing popularity cannot just be due to the fondness for tradition. That means they're not just popular because of the old traditions. It is mainly due to the quality of the fabric. So it's not just because people have been following that trend. No, it is actually due to the quality of the fabric. So that would be my last sentence. So if you get this sequence right, this is how many pairs you would be getting correct in the exam. So we know you don't get marks for putting the sentences in the correct position. You get marks for making pairs in the exam. So C and B would make one pair. B and E would make another pair. E and D would make another pair, and D and A would make another pair. So in total, there would be 4 pairs in these 5 sentences. Once you get all of the pairs correct, you get a full score for this reorder paragraph. This is what I wanted to share in the video. Like I said, do leave them down in the comment section below as to how many correct pairs did you get and what was the sequence that you put in the when you were solving this particular question. I just want to see where we are. I would still be coming up with a lot more videos for these ones. Do leave any questions if you have in the comments below, as well as to if you are facing any struggles in this topic, or if you want some specific videos from us, we can make those as well. If you need any sort of help and support from us with your PT or the NAATI exam, Hindi, Punjabi or Gujarati, do feel free to get in touch with us on either Instagram or Facebook. The links are there in the description, or just search for M&MM PT NAATI and you will find us over there. Message us, we can discuss, we can work out a plan how we can assist you in these particular exams and clearing them, so you don't have to worry about these exams ever again in the future. God bless all of you. Stay safe wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next video.